I know what it is, but how do I determine a price? Stay tuned and find out.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. And a couple people have asked me, how do you actually price your things? How do you go on eBay and check comps? Now, I know a lot of you already know how to do this, so go fix yourself a bowl of rum raisin ice cream, get caught up on your grandma and Ginga videos, and the rest of you stay tuned. Now, I'm going to show you by example, let's just look at two very common items. Here is a green depression glass reamer, probably from circa 1930. And here is a Halloween blow mold. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to take you through the process of, here I have these two items. How do I go on eBay and find out what they sell for and what I should ask? So let's now flip to eBay and see how I do it. Okay, hi everyone. I'm back with my reamer. So let's do it. We're going to go into eBay now and see how I check prices for items like this. Now I just bought this at a flea market a couple of days ago. And I did pay $1 for it. It has no chips or cracks. You often find chips on these. There's no major roughness to it. It's unmarked. They're rarely marked. But I happen to be fairly certain that this is Anchor Hocking. It is a circa 1930 green depression glass juice reamer. Now, uranium glass, Vaseline glass, I don't even really need to put it under a black light. I can tell that it most likely is. I'm not going to complicate matters by putting Vaseline or uranium glass in the search. I'm just going to go in and very generically search for green depression glass reamer. So let me move myself out of the way. Oops. Yes. Okay. Now I'll show you how I do it. All right, I'm going to set this down. We're on the eBay main page. I'm going up here to the search box and I'm going to type in green depression glass reamer. You can see I already did it. And here are the results. Now, I don't have any fancy pointers, so you're going to have to watch the screen and find my cursor. Right over here, we can see that there are currently listed, active, 284 reamers. That is reamers that are listed under the description of green depression glass reamer. Now, these could be a combination of both buy it now and auctions. This is interesting to see how common an item is or how many are for sale. So just shy of 300 of them are for sale at the moment. Now for me, I'm not interested in what someone is asking. I'm interested in what someone is paying. So I'm not going to stay on this page because people can ask anything they want. And sometimes it's funny to actually scroll through and see some of the crazy prices that some people do ask. That's not what this is about. We want to see what did they sell for. So we're going to scroll down, and if you're looking at the eBay screen, it will be on your left. And as we scroll all the way down under these search options, by the way, there are a lot of search options. There are a lot of other really nifty things you can do. This is not meant to be a 5-hour tutorial. I'm just showing you how to see what sold and what people paid. We can see down here under show only, completed items and sold items. I'm not going to click completed items because completed items will show you auctions that ended even if the item didn't sell. Now sometimes that's fun to do and educational to do because you can see the prices that people were asking that they didn't get because the item never sold. But I don't want to do that now. I'm just going to go to sold and click sold. which I just did. And if you watched very quickly, I'm going to scroll back down and show you. I only clicked sold, but eBay also put the click into completed, because if it's sold, it is a completed auction or a completed buy it now. All right, let's scroll back up. You'll notice a couple of things changed. This number here changed, 114. That's the number of sold items. And I don't remember, it's either the last 2 months, the last 60 days, or the last 90 days. I don't remember which it is, but it's really no more than like the last 2 to 3 months. 114 of them sold. And the green price right here is what they sold for. Now, right now, these are sold in, let's see, diminishing chronological order. I didn't say that right, but you can see here sold July the 13th. I think today, yeah, today is the 13th. So this one just sold today. It was a buy it now. It sold for $25. Look at the description: vintage green, depression, orange, lemon, reamer, crisscross, Vaseline, uranium. Boy, they put a lot of words in there. Okay, that's fine. Here's one that sold for $7.50. Wow, big difference just between those first two. $25, $7.50. A couple things you want to keep in mind is, did they charge shipping or not? And we can see on these that shipping was not included in the price on either one of these. But what can affect the final sale value is, how good is your description? How good are your pictures? And also, we can't really tell just by looking at the title here whether these have any chips or not. So it's not enough just to look at what it sold for. You've got to go in, look at their pictures, see if their pictures are crappy. Look at their description. See if the item had any chips on it or not. You got to do a little more digging. It takes a little more time. But I'm not going to scroll down through all of these and look at all these various prices. I'm going to do something else. If I go up to the top where it says sort, we can see that right now they are listed by the ones that have recently ended. I'm going to change that. We can either put newly listed, nearest first, the cheapest and the highest. I'm going to sort by which one sold for the very highest price, and then they go downward in price. I'm going to click on that. Let's do that now, and it will shuffle. All right, again, 114 of them, and we can see that the most expensive one that sold within the last 60 to 90 days sold on May the 15th, sold for 80 bucks. Wow, mine is worth $80. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to Kmart. No, mine is not worth $80 because mine is not a Jeanette opalescent reamer. Mine is an anchor hocking translucent reamer. So that one, as we can see, it's not the same as mine. So mine isn't worth 80 bucks. Don't get too excited. There's another one. Now, when it's in italics like this, that means it's from a country other than the US, and we can see that was in Australia. See that right there? So I'm really paying a close attention to ones here that sold in the US. All right, let's keep going down. If you see a line through it, it means that it sold, but the person who sold it accepted a best offer. We don't know what that best offer is. They don't show you that. So that one with its measuring cup on the bottom was a best offer. Here's one also with its measuring cup on the bottom. Again, notice it's an opaque jadeite, which those bring more. Here's one with sun-kissed on it that sold for 41. So we see the highest ones are not my clear Vaseline glass one. Now we're coming down in price. All right, excuse me. Here's one that looks like mine, looks just like mine. In fact, wow, I think it is the same as mine. It sold for $50. Wow, am I going to get $50 for mine? Probably not. Now, notice that had free shipping. So the price is a little higher, $49.99, because someone put shipping in there. Who knows how much they factored in? They might have factored in $8 in shipping. They might have factored in $10 in shipping. But that was a buy it now for $50. That's the first one I've seen that looks like mine, and it sold for $50. Now hold on. Let's keep scrolling. Let's keep going down. Let's find some more that look like mine. This one is a hazel atlas with the crisscross pattern. That's not mine. There's another opaque one. There's one with a measuring cup on the bottom. Here's another one that looks like mine. Oh, $27.90. Here's another one that looks like mine. $31. Let's keep going. These don't look like mine. That kind of does. $22? Okay. Wait. $19.90. Okay. Wow, they're really dropping in price now. Okay. $13.50. That looks like mine. $10. $14.95. I'm just looking at ones that look like mine. $10. $12. $12. $21. Remember, that one has free shipping. 14, that's Hazel Atlas. All right, here we go again. This is Anchor Hocking, $12. Are you seeing a pattern here? That's Jeanette. That's Hazel Atlas, not mine. There's Anchor Hocking again, $12. I'm seeing a pattern here. 16, and they took a best offer. Okay, this is making sense now. $11, there's mine. $8, there's mine. $7, there's mine. Okay, so what I'm finding out is, looks like the average price, and I really should read descriptions to see if any of these are chipped, but it looks like the average price, it's not the $50 that I saw on that first one, but it looks like my average price is more in the $12 to $22 range, you know, somewhere in there. So I've got to make a decision. How long do I want it to sit? Now I paid $1 for it. See, there's another one for $8. These are pretty common, and they don't sell for a whole lot. Well, I'm going to go all the way back up. I mean, how do you account for the fact that most of them are selling for around $15, but somebody, where is it? Let's find it. Somebody paid $50 for this one. Well, it's kind of like, you know, the law of averages and the bell curve and all that stuff. The median, the mean. Remember studying that in middle school math? Ugh. So I ignore extremes. I ignore one that seems like it sold for way too much than it should have, and I ignore the ones that sold for way too little. This one right here, it really is the same as this. Maybe someone came home that night after too many rum and cokes. They had a great night. They got on eBay, tipsy, decided, I'm going to buy a lemon reamer, and they just clicked on the first one they saw. Good for that person who got $50 for it. But if I think I'm going to get $50 for this one, Here's their description. Mint, not a single chip, not a flea bite. Okay, that's fine. And we could go in there and look at their pictures, but I don't really feel like doing that. So let's come back here again. All right, so for me, I'm going to price mine at, if I do a buy it now, I'm probably going to put something like $18 on it, because I don't put shipping. If shipping were included, I would be asking more like $25, right? Okay, so that's how I figure out. That's how I figured out the price for this one. Let's do it again for something else, and this time we're going to do a 1970s or 60s Halloween blow mold. Now this one is not made by Empire, it's made by Bayshore, and I had some help from a subscriber who helped me out on that because I wasn't sure who made this. So let me show you how we can find out the price for this. I'll put that down. I'm going to go back up here into my eBay search and type in, well, I already did it, Bayshore blow mold Halloween, and there are 25 of them currently for sale. Now, just for kicks and jollies, let's scroll through and see if anybody is selling my particular example. Close, there's black cat. No, there are none currently for sale that match this. Let's go to the sold and see if we can find any that sold. Again, we're on the left of the screen. I'm going to scroll all the way down to sold items. Click sold. Completed will be clicked as well. They turn green. I'm not going to resort them because I can look up here and see there are only 19 that sold in the last couple of months. So let's see if we can find this one. Bingo! There's one. Exact same example. It was $46.55, but they took a best offer. What did they take? I don't know, but it sold. No idea what they took. Let's see if we can find another one. There's one. Once again, see, same thing. It sold at auction for 40 bucks. Vintage 1970s Bayshore Halloween Pumpkin Witch Hat Blow Mold, 13 inches. Let's just double check. And is mine 13 inches? Mine is 13 inches. Woo! All right, so it's the same guy. Did anybody else sell? No. So one sold for 40, and that just sold on May the 25th, Memorial Day weekend. And another one sold on June 12th for something less than $46.55. So what can I surmise from that? I can probably hope to get somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks for it. This one, by the way, is in excellent condition. And if I want to dive in a little bit closer, I might dive in just to see what the condition is. And I don't really know that I want to do that right now while I'm taking up. Okay, here we go. Witch hat, blow mold. No cracks, slight paint loss. Mine doesn't have any paint loss. So, okay, that helps. There aren't too many of them, and I did see what it sold for, so that helps me decide what I'm going to sell it for. Let's put Pumpkinhead down. And now, just for the fun of it, while you're still watching, if I haven't lost you yet, 24 minutes. Let me wrap this up before 30 minutes. Let's see. If I go into eBay, I'm going to type in Pyrex, just Pyrex, and search. What do you think we're going to get? Glory be, and my oh my. We have 38,000 items listed as Pyrex. Let's put in here Pyrex glass. This is fun to do. Ooh, I put too many S's. It's probably still gonna, it corrects your search. Ooh, it didn't correct my spelling. All right, let's do it. Pyrex glass, and we have 65,000 pieces of Pyrex glass. For the fun of it, let's go down here to all the way down here on the left to sold. I'm going to click sold. We can see that 32,000 pieces of Pyrex sold in the last 2 to 6 in the last 2 to 3 months. You see that right there where the arrow is jiggling? What is the most expensive piece of Pyrex that sold? Let's go to recently ended, and I'm going to change this to the highest price with shipping. Shipping, if people included it in the cost, and the highest price. Let's see what sold. Good heavens. Vintage Pyrex test pattern, gold sunflowers, rare. $4,315, and 4 people bid on that. Look at this one. Rare Pyrex round casserole, royal blue gold leaf promotional piece. There were 24 bids and it sold for $3,850. I'll tell you what, good people. If you're ever at a flea market with me, right, and we both see this Pyrex bowl at the same time, look out, because it's going to be dog eat dog. I'm going after this thing. Let's get a closer look at it. Are you kidding? Look at that. That thing sold for almost $4,000. Everybody right now is running out into their kitchens saying, ah, I've got one. Listen, if you've got one, good for you. All right, I hope that was fun. There are many, many, many more things. Let's bring me back. Did I come back? No. There are many more things you can do. There's lots of ways you can search. And I just wanted to show you those 2 quick ways of searching for what it sells for. Remember, searching current listings, because again, anybody can ask anything they want. If you're a seller and even a buyer, you really want to know what are people paying. And don't forget to check the description to make sure the description matches your item. And also look to see if shipping is included or not. So I hope that was helpful. All right, happy buying, happy thrifting. This is Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching and so long for now.